and both of these teams know if they survive and advance from here, a host of opportunities lie ahead. An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Rebels head coach. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Rebels ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved. And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but. Charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
And I love what Reese says. Cheating, yeah. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. And both these schools, obviously, so closely connected. Games are usually really, really good. A ton of talent on the field. Big bragging rights on the line.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Puts it out of the air. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Rush is on him. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that, big fella. Get the 6. Get the pick 6.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The run inside. It's Lacey. Might have a chance. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punch this defense right in the...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Split backs here. Dropping back, it's Levin. Finds his big tight end. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually. Just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare you.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete. Oh, he got loose. Caught, and he's got room. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. They just keep firing. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to pass, it's Levin. Looking left. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, 1st and goal with the 1. Push forward on the sneak. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, You want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play throwing it.
This offense has gone haywire on these last two plays in the red zone. Can they set things right on 3rd and goal? Trying to power it in. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss that...
Touchdown, Tigers! Right on the money, he makes the grab in the end zone.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point is good. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This should be the last play of the quarter. Running inside, it's Lacey. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take...
Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the 2nd level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Gill. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Gill. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. The Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Using his legs, it's Lacey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Up-tempo for the offense. They feed him again. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's a heat. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Looking for space. It's Barry. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Let's see what he can do with it. Makes a move. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Got enough for the 1st. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
He's in open space downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
On the ground, it's Lacey. There's a crease. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
Man, he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the 1st half.
The Rebels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. down. Rebels into the end zone for 6.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Levin. He's got him in the flat. Breaks into the open. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
4 wide receivers spread across the field on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Berry. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw it. The sure hands, it's Watkins. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Tigers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. To the air on first down. Under fire. And it's a sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he'll turn and throw back to the right. And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the offense says thank you very much for the free 5 yards. 1st and 5. He's got it and still on his feet. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. Big fella moving. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And down he goes back at the 3. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long.
Has it, and he won't get there. Tried to turn the corner, strained for every inch, and he is denied. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Back to pass on second down. The short hands, it's Alexander. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Grab behind the line. It's Haas, and they're able to get him down. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Turning it on! They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Got it behind the line. It's Cook. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Levin. Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Get it out on the screen. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play, and in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Complete. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. On the move at the 30. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean,
makes a grab and room to run. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. The Rebels in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted, and he's got a huge lane in front of him.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Looking for a man. It's Levitt. He's got it on the run. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from 1 tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can...
Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. The run inside. It's Lacy. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Might as well stick with him. Breaks the tackle. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Offense still out there lining up quickly on fourth down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Gets rid of it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, he would have loved to tack on the big return, but they've got it in the red zone at the 16.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
He's got the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back to pass, it's Levitt. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got out of trouble and throws. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position.
Looking deep down the right side. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And it's been fun to watch this QB execute today because he's shown you a little bit of everything. He's shown you the fastball. He's shown you the changeup, the ability to throw to all parts of the field, and he's still taking shots. Even after having 4 touchdowns, you can tell they feel confident in him. He's confident, and he's still throwing the football down the field.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Running inside. It's Lacy. Got enough for the first. Finding some room. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. You saw a nice...
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Turns it on down the left side. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's first and goal. Fires quickly. Touchdown, Rebels. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be...
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Ole Miss 41, LSU 21.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to fit, and the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here.
Going to take a shot. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pocket breaking down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, going to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he throws another interception. He's knocked